Have you ever wondered how self-pleasure changes as we grow older? You might be surprised at just how deeply this intimate act can affect our bodies and minds well into our golden years. Today, we're taking a candid look at masturbation among older men, why it can be a source of comfort, connection, and even healing, but also what happens when a healthy habit crosses the line into something more complicated. We'll delve into the empowering benefits of self-stimulation, examine the emotional challenges it can bring, and explore strategies for finding the delicate balance that supports overall well-being. Before we begin, I want to invite you to subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. Simply hit that subscribe button and tap the notification bell so you never miss our latest updates. Your support truly means the world to us. If you find this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps share our message with a wider audience. I'm excited to hear your thoughts on today's topic. If you enjoyed the content, type yes in the comments below. If it didn't resonate with you, let me know by typing no. Your feedback is incredibly valuable and helps me craft videos that better suit your interests. Now let's dive deep into a subject that often goes unspoken, the role of pleasure in the later stages of life. It's no secret that masturbation has always carried a certain degree of taboo, but that stigma often intensifies for older men. A 2019 study in the Journal of Sexual Medicine found that around 38% of men over the age of 70 remain sexually active, which includes masturbation as a component of their sexual expression. Despite this, many are still hesitant to talk about it openly, fearing judgment or misunderstanding. Yet masturbation in older age is more than just a physical act. It can be a pathway to self-knowledge, emotional well-being, and a gentle reminder that intimacy isn't reserved for the young. The body may change with time, and hormone levels might shift, but the capacity to feel pleasure doesn't simply vanish. It evolves, often becoming more personal, reflective, and profoundly meaningful. Is a naletskog, a new kind of self-discovery. For many older adults, self-pleasure becomes a deeply personal form of exploration. Rather than chasing the quick thrill often associated with youth, masturbation can turn into a soothing ritual, a chance to reconnect with one's own desires and reaffirm a sense of bodily autonomy. It's a safe space free from external pressures, performance anxiety, or the expectations that might have been overwhelming in younger years. From a purely physical standpoint, masturbation encourages blood flow to the genitals, helping maintain tissue health and sensitivity. According to the National Institute on Aging, regular sexual activity, including masturbation, can contribute to better urinary tract function and overall pelvic health. This routine stimulation can slow down or reduce the effects of age-related atrophy, ensuring that certain aspects of our physiology stay functional and responsive for as long as possible. On an emotional level, this practice can work wonders. Masturbation releases endorphins, feel-good hormones that can lift your mood, reduce stress, and even offer a brief escape from day-to-day worries. Especially in the later years, when life circumstances may include retirement transitions, reduced social interaction, or the loss of a partner, the emotional boost that comes from self-pleasure can serve as a gentle reminder that the capacity for joy and self-soothing still exists. Embracing change. Embracing change. It's important to acknowledge that your body in your 60s, 70s, or 80s won't respond the same way it did in your 20s or 30s. Testosterone levels decline over time, altering how quickly or intensely you might become aroused. Erections might not be as firm or as long-lasting, and sensitivity can shift as well. Yet these changes don't have to mean the end of sexual fulfillment. Instead, they can open the door to a new chapter of self-discovery, one that is more focused on the quality of sensation rather than the quantity or speed of it. Think of it like appreciating a slow, thoughtful meal rather than gulping down fast food. It's about savoring every moment, noticing each subtle wave of pleasure, and allowing your body to guide you naturally. This can turn masturbation into a practice of mindfulness, grounding you in the present, and helping to soothe worries or regrets that might otherwise occupy your thoughts. The slippery slope of excess. Like most things in life, moderation is key. Even a naturally beneficial activity like masturbation can become problematic when it crosses the threshold from healthy exploration into a compulsive habit. Some older men may rely heavily on masturbation as their main source of comfort, especially when dealing with social isolation, loneliness, or personal loss. Although using masturbation to cope with negative emotions can be momentarily helpful, it may create a cycle where other needs, such as emotional connection, companionship, or healthier stress management, get sidelined. From a physical standpoint, too much self-stimulation can lead to oversensitivity or occasional soreness. While the idea of being more sensitive might sound like a bonus, it can become frustrating if you start requiring increasingly intense or prolonged stimulation to achieve the same level of satisfaction. This can lead to emotional turmoil or anxiety around performing this once simple act, turning it into an exhausting quest rather than a pleasurable experience. Emotional isolation, and the search for comfort. In my experience, the emotional aspect is often the most overlooked part of excessive masturbation in older adulthood. Retirement, the passing of friends or spouses, and changes in family dynamics can leave you feeling disconnected or lonely. Self-pleasure might become an easy way to avoid dealing with those painful emotions. However, when masturbation becomes the primary tool for coping, it can slowly deepen feelings of isolation. If you find that you're retreating from social activities or neglecting meaningful relationships in favor of solitary pleasure, it might be time to ask yourself whether there's an underlying emotional need going unmet. This imbalance can lead to a sense of guilt or even shame, especially for those raised in more conservative environments where any form of sexual expression was frowned upon. The resulting tension between wanting pleasure and feeling ashamed about it can be emotionally draining. When you have a partner, for those in long-term relationships, excessive masturbation can create a disconnect. Shared intimacy might give way to a solitary habit, and partners can feel sidelined, leading to emotional distance. If this scenario feels familiar, it's essential to have honest, compassionate conversations with your partner. Masturbation can still be a fulfilling part of your sexual repertoire, but it doesn't have to replace mutual affection and closeness. Maintaining a balance is crucial here. If your partner notices a change in your interest in shared intimacy, or if you find yourself preferring self-pleasure over partnered activities more frequently than before, consider exploring ways to integrate both. Sometimes, focusing on shared moments, like giving each other massages, engaging in extended foreplay, or simply sharing fantasies, can bring you closer. When done thoughtfully, self-stimulation can be a complement rather than a substitute for intimate connection. War. Overcoming shame and cultural taboos. Despite widespread changes in societal attitudes, many older men still grapple with deeply ingrained beliefs that frame masturbation as inappropriate or even morally wrong. Often, these notions come from childhood teachings or cultural environments where discussions about sexuality, especially self-pleasure, were taboo. As the years pass, these internalized messages can lead to conflict. On the one hand, you recognize the physical and emotional benefits of self-stimulation. On the other, you may feel guilty or ashamed for engaging in it. Overcoming these emotional hurdles begins with understanding that sexual desire does not magically disappear once you reach a certain age. It's a fundamental part of human life. Research published in the Archives of Sexual Behavior revealed that self-reported sexual interest and activity persist well into older adulthood, 2018. The data emphasized that this is not only normal, but can significantly enhance emotional health and quality of life. If you find yourself wrestling with shame or guilt, start by asking some honest questions. Where did these negative beliefs come from? Are they rooted in outdated cultural or religious norms that may no longer apply to your current reality? Reflecting on these sources can help dismantle the mental barriers that keep you from embracing masturbation as a valid, life-affirming activity. Addressing common myths. A number of persistent myths continue to circulate, suggesting that masturbation can somehow harm the body or expedite aging. Rest assured, reputable medical sources, such as the Mayo Clinic, confirm that masturbation does not cause permanent tissue damage or lead to conditions like prostate cancer. In fact, moderate self-stimulation can be part of a healthy lifestyle, contributing to better overall sexual function and reduced stress. Another misconception is that masturbation depletes vital energy, leaving you prone to fatigue or chronic weakness. While it's true that expending energy without adequate rest or nourishment can lead to feeling tired, that's not unique to masturbation. Any physical activity can be draining if done compulsively, without proper self-care. The key is to stay in tune with your body's signals. If you notice that you feel consistently drained or that your libido is waning more than usual, it might be time to evaluate whether you're overindulging. Small. Seeking professional and emotional support. Sometimes, the most challenging part of aging is not the physical aspect, but the emotional landscape. Changes in social connections, the loss of loved ones, or shifting family dynamics can all weigh heavily on your mental health. In some cases, masturbation can become a stand-in for the comforting human contact that feels missing. While self-pleasure in itself isn't a problem, using it as your only emotional coping strategy might be. If you sense that you're stuck in a cycle of shame, loneliness, or compulsive behavior, consider seeking help from a qualified counselor or therapist. According to a 2021 study in the International Journal of Geriatric Psychiatry, approximately 20% of older adults experience mental health challenges, such as depression or anxiety, that can influence their sexual well-being. A mental health professional can help untangle the complex feelings surrounding self-pleasure, provide tools for healthier coping mechanisms, and guide you toward a more balanced, fulfilling life. Support groups and community programs geared toward older adults can also be wonderful avenues for social connection. Feeling part of a group, sharing experiences, and hearing that you're not alone in your challenges can lessen any sense of isolation. If you live in an area with limited resources, online forums and virtual meetups can serve as valuable spaces where you can safely discuss your feelings and learn from others going through similar life stages. Balancing self-pleasure with other activities. Even though masturbation can bring physical benefits, such as improved blood flow and stress relief, it shouldn't be your sole source of pleasure or emotional support. Over-reliance on any single activity can crowd out the richness that life has to offer. Are you still engaging in hobbies, social gatherings, or gentle exercise? Maintaining a variety of interests is essential for overall well-being. Physical activities. Low-impact exercises like yoga or swimming can enhance flexibility, improve cardiovascular health, and boost mood by releasing endorphins. These endorphins are similar to those released during masturbation, offering a balanced approach to feeling good without leaning too heavily on just one outlet. And creative outlets, art, music, writing, or other creative pursuits can channel emotional energy in fulfilling ways. Engaging in creativity can improve cognitive function, reduce stress, and provide a sense of accomplishment. Social connections. Whether it's spending time with family, meeting friends for coffee, or volunteering, nurturing social bonds can be a powerful antidote to the loneliness that sometimes drives compulsive behaviors. When you distribute your emotional and physical energy across diverse activities, masturbation naturally takes its place as a part of your life rather than the defining focus. Rekindling intimacy with a partner. If you're in a relationship, one of the biggest challenges can be integrating masturbation into a shared sexual life without letting it overshadow mutual intimacy. Open, honest communication about needs, desires, and concerns is crucial. Sometimes one partner might worry that self-pleasure indicates dissatisfaction with the relationship, but that isn't necessarily the case. Many people find that a healthy amount of solo exploration can actually enhance partnered experiences, making them more confident and aware of their own bodies. Consider discussing ways you can both explore your sexualities together. This might involve mutual masturbation or simply sharing fantasies in a relaxed environment. The goal is not to replace intimate moments with masturbation, but to weave them together in a way that feels supportive and respectful of each person's boundaries. If these conversations are difficult to initiate, a couples therapist or sex counselor can guide you through them in a non-judgmental setting. Recognizing what's time. recognizing when it's time for a break. While moderation can be subjective, there are a few telltale signs that masturbation is starting to negatively impact your life. 1. Escalating need for stimulation. If you notice you're spending more and more time trying to achieve satisfaction, or if it now requires intense or prolonged methods that didn't used to be necessary, it might be worth reevaluating your habits. 2. Neglecting other responsibilities. Pay attention if you're missing out on opportunities to socialize, work on meaningful projects, or maintain your health routines because your thoughts are consumed by the urge to self-pleasure. 3. Emotional turmoil. Feelings of shame, guilt, or even anxiety right after masturbating could point to unresolved emotional issues or harmful internalized beliefs that need addressing. If these red flags resonate with you, try taking a short break or reducing the frequency of masturbation. See if it eases any mental or emotional strain. During this time, you can explore alternative forms of relaxation or stress relief, like guided meditation, gentle stretching, or connecting with friends you trust. Overall well-being. The bigger picture, overall well-being. Ultimately, masturbation is just one piece of the larger puzzle of healthy living. Eating well, staying physically active, and keeping your mind engaged with interests and relationships all contribute to a sense of fulfillment that makes compulsive or escapist behaviors less likely. As you grow older, it's also wise to keep an eye on your medical checkups, hormone levels, and mental health status. Incorporating mindfulness practices into daily routines, whether through meditation, deep breathing exercises, or simply pausing to reflect on your emotions, can help you remain present. This heightened sense of awareness might reveal patterns in your behavior, letting you know when you're using masturbation purely for pleasure or as a way to sidestep challenging emotions. Indolence. Final thoughts. Embrace balance and acceptance. Masturbation can be a powerful tool for older men, promoting blood flow, offering emotional relief, and reaffirming a sense of bodily autonomy. However, finding the right balance is crucial. Pay attention to the motives behind your self-pleasure habits. Are you seeking comfort in a moment of loneliness, or are you simply appreciating your body's ongoing capacity for pleasure? By asking these questions honestly, you can pinpoint whether masturbation is serving you or holding you back. Always remember, sexuality doesn't have an expiration date. It's a natural, beautiful part of being human, evolving and changing as we do. When practiced in moderation and free from unnecessary guilt, self-pleasure can enrich your life, providing a sense of connection and empowerment that resonates far beyond the act itself. Or more. Thank you for joining us in this frank and meaningful exploration of masturbation among older men. If you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, I'd love for you to hit that subscribe button and tap the notification bell so you never miss our latest updates. Your support means the world to us. If you find this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps share our message with a wider audience. I'm excited to hear your thoughts on today's topic. If you enjoyed the content, type yes in the comments below. If it didn't resonate with you, let me know by typing no. Your feedback is incredibly valuable and helps me craft videos that better suit your interests. What's one insight from today's discussion that you'll carry forward? Are there any questions you'd like us to tackle in future videos? Let us know in the comments. Your voice matters, and together, we can foster a healthier, more open dialogue about sexuality at every stage of life. Stunagord to the game. Disclaimer: this content is for informational and educational purposes only and does not substitute professional medical or mental health advice. Always consult with a healthcare provider or counselor for personalized guidance regarding your individual situation.